Hello, hello, hello. Happy March 21st to you. 2022. My name is Sonia Marie, and I'm happy to be here to service, to assist, to drop some information and some knowledge to you about this week and what's going on. I'm going to wait for a few people to roll on in after that notification gets to them. So let me give you a couple of announcements as I've been announcing already. There's a wonderful retreat that we've planned from September the 7th through the 11th, 2022. I would love for you to come. We're going to Mount Shasta. I've never been there. And I'm going to go in a couple of weeks just to scout the location, to get it all ready in my mind's eye for our folks and to prepare some awesome workshops on top of the workshops that I've already assigned. I can't wait to go. I can't wait. I need to get out of the city for sure and go touch nature and go convene with the folks. So I'll let y'all know what it looks like up there at Mount Shasta. But we are going. That's for sure. September 7th through the 11th. Again, if you'd like to come, guess what? I found a way. I'm going to tell you the real story in a minute. But if you'd like to come, there's a link in the description box right below. Go on and do that thing. Go tap the link in the description box and drop your deposit and come on with some beautiful, 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 beautiful people. Listen, I am putting a cap on it, and I've been slowly but surely getting to that number of people that I'd like to join us. So make sure you get on in there because I will shut it down really, really soon. But I just keep announcing it just in case somebody wants to slip through. I'd appreciate it. Again, click the link in the bottom. So here's what happened. A girl had to get a whole nother computer, to be quite honest with you, because my computer bugged out, my old computer, which was considered vintage. Okay, I keep joking about that, but I'm like, goddamn, Mac, my computer was vintage for real. And a girl got a new computer. So when I did that, I went back on YouTube and I'm trying to put the description in the thing, and it was like, yeah, verify, do this. Okay, I did that. Okay, now do this. Okay, I've been doing that. Boom, you in. Why that shit take 2 months, 3 months to happen? I'll never, ever, ever. Does it look better? Look at Tamara. Because I had a vintage fucking computer. A girl had to step up in the 2000s, whatever. Where are we? 2022. Hello, everybody. Hi, Tam. Thank you for telling me that. Hello, Tinjin. Hi, Phoenix. Nicia Pearson. I believe Nicia Pearson. Hopefully I pronounced that right. Let me know because I like pronouncing people's name properly. Mystery Saka is here. Milana's here. Pooh is here. What's up, in Pooh? What's going on, Miss Butler? How are you? April Butler. Rabbi Rob is here. What up, Nikki? Inky. What's going on, Bijou? Oh, Bijou, I miss you. Hi, Ann Weissman. How is everybody doing? What up, V Daddy 87? Nice to see you here. And I think that's it. Desiree O'Connor. So listen, as I get started, again, just to remind y'all that remind you, to inform you, I did get a new computer. So at the very, very bottom of this particular video, the description box is on and popping. So I'd like for you to go and peruse. It's the same information. Buy my book. Come to the retreat. I'll go to my website at wordlifeastrology.com if you'd like to see all the other things that are going down. I'd appreciate that thing there. Yeah. Okay, let's get started. As most of you already know, I like to outline sometimes. We're going to get started by just diving into the week, opening up to any downloads that come through. And then I want to read about two or three people, maybe two people at the end of this. So if you know your sun, your moon, and your horizon, please do me a favor and have that ready, cocked and ready to go when I ask you, okay? If you'd like to get a free quick little read based on those three placements. All right, what's up, Angie? How are you? Oh my God, I'm loving this new computer, y'all. I feel like I just came, I just caught up with the world or some shit. Okay, this week is really, really interesting. Every time I say that. Why? Because we've kicked off into Aries season yesterday. Happy spring equinox to you. Happy New Year to you. Happy Aries season to you. Just happy, happy, happy beginning of time. And the reason why I say it like that, because it absolutely feels like the newness has begun. Like there's an opening. This is part of my downloads. I'll wait to drop into this week in a minute. But there's an opening, a newness that's being offered to everybody. What I've been sensing is the irritation and the rebellion of not necessarily wanting to move forward or not necessarily wanting to do new things. And what I really mean by that, and forgive me if I said this before on here already, y'all. Sometimes I have way too many conversations and I forget who I said what to. But what I really mean by that is I think people are having a hard time moving into the new because they were so, how should I say it? Sometimes I think we're hell bent on completing the things that we thought we should have completed. Does that make sense to y'all? Yes, yes, yeah. I'll expound. Meaning that maybe for the past 10, 15 years, you've been working on becoming a construction worker or some shit. And you finally got your license or whatever. But God said, nah, you're not going to do that. You're going to bake cakes for these little kids. Wait, huh? What? I've been working my ass off trying to be a construction worker, get this license, move over here and move my family here. But now you want me to teach kids? So the thing about it is that there's a lot of changes that are happening, right? And new things that are opening up to people, but people in their own stubborn way are not initiating the newness, so to speak. They want to complete what it is that in their mind, heart, and soul, in their little mental configuration, that this is what we're supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to do. Let me complete this first, because God don't know what God's talking about. Spirit don't know what Spirit is talking about. The universe has no idea. I need to complete this thing before I move forward, because that'll make me a better man. That'll make me a better woman. Does that make sense? I need y'all to pay more attention. I need y'all to pay more attention, because this newness that's coming off, that's jumping off of everybody, is highlighting this new road. It's like alchemical, you know what I mean? It's being that alchemist, integrating the new, integrating the old, integrating the lessons, and creating a whole nother path, a whole nother metal, a whole nother way of being. We are all magical like that. So if you think that because you're not going to be able to be that construction worker, that the work that you did previously is not going to be utilized in your new space, you're absolutely wrong. I want to complete that thought, that little squirrel and download that just came in. Does that make sense? You're wrong. You'll be able to use information. You'll be able to utilize either the discipline, the people, the resources, the money that you made from that space and time. Nothing, absolutely nothing, in my opinion, is a waste of time. So go on, get it all together, create a new path, be that alchemist that you are, integrate the good and the bad, the ups and the downs, the fat and the skinny, the new and the rich, integrate it all so you can become a different person. Okay, I just wanted to get that out real quick, because I felt that so heavy over the last weekend or so. It's like, folks, holding on. What you holding on for? And listen, I'm one to put that out there, to be quite truthful with you. I'm gonna start this in a minute, y'all. I promise. I'm one to put that out there, because if anybody's on here as a Cancer, has Cancer rising or Cancer moon, or Cancer Mercury for that matter, because it's how you communicate, right? That energy loves to hold on to the past. And by the way, as I segue into this week, if you are a Cancer or a Capricorn, whenever we get into Aries season, it's a little challenging. It could bring up some information. It can bring up some things that you need to work through and against, and try to figure out differently. I say all that to say is because Cancer and Capricorn is square to Aries, and Aries is the baby, y'all. Like I know y'all know this, but let me get this straight out. Aries is the baby. Aries is juvenile. Aries is incredibly forthright. Aries is that first sign of the zodiac that wants to jump off the cliff. That's the risk taker. That's independent. That is the front line. I wanted to say the front line person who deals with confrontation each and every time. I have like several thousand thoughts going through my mind right now, so I'm a little distracted. Not several thousand, but a couple. Here's the deal though. Aries energy is necessary to get up off your ass. And we need to find a way to do something. Sometimes it's just that. There's this card in my deck that says, do anything. So even if it later turns out to be a mistake, oh my God, wait, a mistake? I'm not going to spend time making a mistake. Sometimes it's good to make mistakes. Sometimes it's good to, and not nothing detrimental, but good to do something that's a little tricky, that's a little off, so it can bring you back to center. Understand, right? I have a bunch of downloads that are about to come through, but I have to stay focused. So let's utilize that Aries energy for that. To jump off the first lily pad so we can get to the second, to the third, to the fourth. I have another thought. Thank you, Spirit. In making those mistakes sometimes, right? When we jump off that first lily pad, we probably need to end up on the fourth lily pad. This is so simple, but I want to express this to somebody who needs this. Do you know, because there's a lot of people that get a little hairy about making mistakes, that are a little forthright. They get a little scary. Not hairy, scary. They're fucking afraid to do anything new, right? Because what? It just might throw you off. You're not in control, blah, 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 blah. Oftentimes, though, in order to get to where you really need to be, you got to jump off the first lily pad. You got to jump off the first one to the second one to the third one to get to the fourth. If you don't jump, you'll never get to the fourth. Again, I know this is a simple fucking explanation, but I want y'all to remember that. Not every place is a definite place. We get to change our minds. We get to change our hearts. We get to change our opinion and our direction each and every moment. Squirrel, and square. Squirrel, I just want to tell y'all really, really quickly, please create your boundaries for those that come to you in that way. Thinking that, oh, you said this X, Y, and Z a year ago, 2 days ago, a week ago. You have the right to change your mind. And Aries gives us the permission to do that because it says, I'm living for me. Aries is very self-centered like that. Very forthright, self-centered is all about me. In a way in which is not selfish, is just in a way in which I have to take care of myself in order to be there for you. Aries gets that. Aries understands that and is ready to jump off and go, and hopefully you'll follow, is what Aries thinks. But sometimes you can't because Aries don't care about consequences, to be quite truthful with you. So you got to kind of ask Aries questions. So when we get there, how are we going to do? And do we have enough? It has to be somewhat of a plan. I'm just saying. Okay. Let me get to talking. Today, Monday, the moon is in Scorpio. Okay, so when Scorpio and Aries gets together, it's a little volatile. So today is a little interesting. I don't know if you are doing your best to hold your temper, hold your tongue, just like what's the word I'm looking for? Almost feels like you want to stretch, you want to go, but I don't know, because Aries has that forthright, let's go, and Scorpio is like passionate and shit, but if we go too far, we may go too heavy and fall off the cliff. So there's this weird ass trepidation of passion and energy. I don't know if anybody is feeling that, of passion and like fever, like you want to do something, but it's kind of pulling you back, almost like when you're trying to open up the door and there's a warm ass wind that's on the other side. So you keep pushing, and it's like, we might want to slow down on the push, because when Aries and Scorpio gets together and you want to push to make your shit happen, here comes that big gust of wind that's blowing everything in your room all over the place. So take your time today is the point. Take your time and only move and be forthright and be available. Show up when you need to, because there's a lot of passion. There's a lot of unsettled energy emotionally. You understand what I'm saying? I hope this makes sense to y'all. Okay. So the moon is in Scorpio today. I want to tell y'all the biggest reason why I came on here so long, or late, I should say, is because I didn't want to. I'm going to be straight up and down. And not because I didn't want to give y'all information. When I looked at the daggone notes that I took, I was like, oh, that's what that is. Moon in Scorpio is squaring Saturn in Aquarius. So I didn't want to. The moon, my emotions, which are in agreement with, I'm teaching y'all something, which are in agreement with my Cancer self, it's like, yeah, we need to sit back and be ghost all day. That's what we need to do. Yeah. And then Saturn's like, you got to work. You got to work for what? For the people, because Saturn is in Aquarius. Does that make sense to y'all? So we could have collectively, because this is what's happening right now transitly and everybody is feeling it, we could have collectively maybe possibly feel like, okay, I know I got to work, I know I got to do such and such, but I don't want to do it because I want to preserve my emotions, I want to preserve my passion, I want to preserve my fever for myself, so to speak. And then Saturn's like, nah, you got to do that thing because the people are waiting. And not just y'all, but this is like for you, for anybody else. There's people waiting on you, and the responsibility that you have to take care of certain things and certain people, your job, blah, 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 blah. Why? Because Saturn is about responsibility and about organization. So I just want to put that out there. If any of y'all feeling that, this is the reason why. So do yourself a favor. First of all, be easy on yourself. Second of all, do what you can. There's always tomorrow. Also today, the moon is going up against squaring Mars and Venus. The moon in Scorpio is squaring Venus in Aquarius and Mars in Aquarius. So there's this stubborn nature today. Again, because I don't want to. That's the moon. The way I feel, I don't want to. The moon in Scorpio is also incredibly stubborn. You know, there are 4 fixed signs in the zodiac: Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, and Leo. And they're all stubborn in their own way. So that emotional stubbornness of Scorpio is like, I don't want to. I don't want to move. Mars. Motivation. I don't want to work. Saturn. Okay. I don't want to even feel the desires and the passions that are welling up in me, that push and pull, that wind coming through the front door. I hope y'all getting this. That's today. However, today is also about that moon coming together with Jupiter, and the moon coming together with Mercury. Mercury is in Pisces and Jupiter is in Pisces. So it's a good day to stay in your imagination, so to speak. Maybe write some things down, emote, get into your journal tonight if you are a journal writer, or if you want to talk. Mercury again, communication, write it down or speak to someone, speak your heart to someone. The moon is again in Scorpio. Mercury is in Pisces. So if you're communicating your feelings, you need to go deep. Being superficial will not help. Okay, that's today. And also stay in the alignment of opportunities, of newness that's coming, not newness, of opportunities, of optimism. Jupiter is all that, of the blessings that want to find their way to you. The moon says, just feel it. Squirrel, there's a wonderful way in which we can manifest some shit. And I honestly hope that one of two of you, if not all of you, can tap into that thing. And what that is basically is feeling a thing, feeling like you have what it is that you already have. I'm sure you heard this before. I'm not trying to insult your intelligence, but I want to remind you that moon in Scorpio sitting with Jupiter and that moon in Scorpio sitting with Mercury is saying utilize the power of your intuition, of your emotional depth to sit back and manifest the things that you want, Jupiter, and manifest the things that you want to think about, the things that you want to plan, the things that you think that are real, how you want to speak, Mercury. Do y'all understand this? I appreciate that, Phoenix. You're so sweet. Please hit the like button if you like this, and subscribe if you're new to my channel. I really, really appreciate that. Thanks for the reminder, homie. And also, tell some people to come on over here. Share the video. There's some more info. So today is kind of tricky. Y'all feeling that? Can somebody talk to me about that? Am I the only one? Am I the onlyest one? I just want to know. On Tuesday, tomorrow, the moon will go into Sagittarius around about 3:00 on the east side of things. Eastern Standard Time, right? But before that, as it's in Scorpio, it's hitting Neptune tomorrow. Neptune is in Pisces. The moon, again, in Scorpio. I put imagination, float, and spirit. There's something beautiful about staying connected to spirit during these times, during the times in which we need to make a decision. I was just talking to my friend about this. It's like so weird. Like we're being called to execute. We're being called to move forward, to do these new things that are coming our way. But at the same time, we have to be in the practice and the ritual of staying connected to spirits, staying connected with our prayers, staying connected to our imagination. I know I've been saying this, but understand this. We've been practicing the last 4 or 5 months how to stay connected to Pisces energy. But now that this new year is kicking in, there's new information that's coming through. The practicing is over. You have to learn and get on the horse, get on the fucking bike. You got to learn how to stay connected to spirit while you're moving and navigating through the street, navigating through outdated ideologies, navigating through people and their arguments, the way things used to be and the way, as opposed to where we're going. Again, the trick is to stay connected to your prayers and stay connected to spirit, connected to your ancestors and guides while you're still in the muck. And here's the other thing. Here's the other thing. We can't literally, we can't talk about it all the time. Let me back up. Sometimes when you're in a crowd, right? I love analogies, y'all. Y'all already know this. If you don't, I'm the queen of analogies, and I like to present the picture because astrology is weird. Astrology is very, very detailed, but if you can get the picture, you can understand the energy, and it's all about energy. So if you're navigating through this crowd or whatever, and somebody is hitting you, boom. Somebody is knocking you, boom. Somebody tried to trip you, boom. Somebody is calling you a mile away, so a couple 100 feet away. And you have to stay in connection to everything that's around you. Somebody might pickpocket you, hold your bag, you understand what I'm saying? But at the same time, there's a connection to spirit that's actually telling you go left, boom. Talk to such and such, boom. You understand what I'm saying? It's a simultaneous ride, y'all. Are y'all feeling that? Are y'all with me? Y'all don't understand where I'm coming from? Maybe there's a delay on this thing. I mean, for real, it's such a precise way of navigating that we almost have to always stay aware of what it is we say, how we connect with people, what's important versus what's not important. Do you understand that? We don't have too much time to waste. So if you're talking to people about things that mean nothing, that's absolutely senseless, or I should say that's just taking up time and air, then that's what you're wasting. You're wasting that kind of time. Does that make sense? Why? Because sometimes we can get distracted in navigating through this thing as we're staying connected to spirit. Does that make sense? We don't have time for distractions or wasting time or debating or fucking, giving our opinion about something without doing anything. You understand what I mean? We're trying to navigate. We're trying to navigate because at any corner, at any turn, shit can just throw us off. The distractions can come and disconnect this whole connection to spirit. And then we're back on the planet dealing in this human shit separate. We are really, really paying attention to this matrix shit right now. I hope I got that off as heavy or as emphatic as I felt it. Okay, so that's part of it. So with the moon hooking up with Neptune tomorrow, we can stay in that space. That's where I was going. The imagination, the float, the spirit connection, right? We also, and while we do that, remember how powerful we are, because that moon in Scorpio is sextile in Pluto. So there's some powerful emotions and karmic energy that's connected to Pluto that's saying, not only pay attention and be in that Neptunian space, but also pay attention and recognize your power in it. Your power in it. I can't tell you. Oh, that makes so much sense. Wow. Wondering if my friend Nicole is on here. We had a conversation recently about stepping into your power in a different way. And this exhibits that all the way. The moon sextile in Pluto. And also last week, I remembered in my little pause that Pluto was strong too. Pluto pushes us, right, to transform, to take superiority or to be superior within our own lives. I put something on Instagram last week when the sister was like, I am my own authority. I am my own authority. That's Pluto all day. That's Pluto all day saying that you run your life. Not that you control it, but you run it. You present the boundaries. So with the moon sextile in Pluto, This is what I've been meditating on. And I honestly just connected it right now. There's a way to go into your emotional body and reclaim the power that you lost as a shorty, reclaim the power that you lost as a woman, reclaim the power that you lost as a man that couldn't speak up and give your opinion when it was necessary. When the moon is connecting to Pluto that way and connecting with Neptune on the same day and connecting with the sun on the same day. Okay, this is Tuesday. I must reiterate. The moon will trine Neptune. The moon will sextile Pluto, which is harmony. Trine is harmony. And then the moon will trine the sun. So that means you have the moon, emotions, karmic information, and connections with women, reminding you how you need to stay in contact with spirit, right? Reminding you how dope you are, sun, ego, and reminding you how powerful, how you need to transform this time by staying in your power. This is a great week, especially on Tuesday, for you to go into your meditations. Listen to me clear. Go into your meditations and take your power back. So many people show up and cross the line, the boundary that you have. Why? Because they're greedy. Why? Because maybe you allowed them to cross the line at one time. This week is really about presenting that line, presenting that boundaries, and people that boundary. And people are interested in getting your power back. People are interested. They will toy with you. People will toy with you to say, "You sure I can't get this?" You give them an inch, they take a yard. "You sure I can't?" Come on, you did that last year. We can do and make it jovial or make it shit talk, so to speak, or whatever, and kind of threaten your position of power. The authority you have over your own body, your own mind, body, and soul. You are your own authority. I must say that one more time. Now, here's the deal. On Tuesday, the same time, I know I'm only on Tuesday. Where are we? 26 minutes. Goodness. On Tuesday, at the same time, we got Mars squaring Uranus. Ooh-wee. Okay, so the reason why I stop and I pause like that is because if you're reclaiming your power, you're reclaiming your authority, you're connecting to your imagination and spirit, and you know exactly where it is you're going. But Mars is squaring Uranus, fighting it. Mars is like, Mars is in what? If Mars is in Aquarius. Oh, yeah. So Mars is like, I'm in Aquarius. I know where the fuck I'm going. I know exactly what I'm doing. Whereas your intuition, your emotional makeup, you understand? The power, your ego self, the sun, all these other things on Tuesday is like, yeah. We are actually in a good place because we're listening to where we need to go. Mars says, we ain't going to this change though, because I'm squaring up against Uranus. We're not going to change. This is what we started with. God is so dope. That's exactly what came through earlier. That is that, y'all. Not being able to change because you're so rebellious. You don't want to do the things because you think you're gonna waste time. Anybody remember that example analogy that I started with? That's exactly an indication of that. Meaning that you worked hard, you worked hard being a construction worker, and all of a sudden God says, no, you got to bake cakes for kids. Y'all remember that? That's the same situation. Mars squaring Uranus says, yo, we're not moving in that direction. We're going to be rebellious. We're going to go over here. Uranus is like, nah, that's not where everybody's going, homie. We've been doing this for like the last 6 months. We've been building up our intuition, our poetic prowess. We've been cleaning out. We've been connecting to spirit. We've been letting the music come back and the art come back. And you want to go this way just cause? Come on. Don't be a brat about it. Don't be rebellious about it. Don't think you know it all. On Tuesday, when it comes to figuring things out, you got to go where the heart is. You got to go where spirit says. You got to take your power back. Does that make sense, y'all? Okay. All right. I don't know. Wait, what? Y'all having conversations. Okay. Anyway, let me go back and do my job. On Wednesday, though, however, some never. And this is why Spirit is so dope. And this is why astrology is so dope. Because even though on Tuesday there's a little pullback, like I just explained, and there's this rebellious key to go, I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. And I don't know why everybody is in the clouds with Neptune and power and Pluto and blah, blah. I want to go. On Wednesday, Mars gets his face hurt. Well, Mars says, oh, that's why you wanted me to go that way. Why? Because the moon goes into Sagittarius. The moon goes into Sagittarius at the end of Tuesday. When we wake up on Wednesday, the moon in Sagittarius is sextile in Mars now. Now it's harmony. Now the moon in Sag says, honestly speaking, bitch, because Sag is all about honesty, okay? So the moon in Sag goes, honestly speaking, you probably should have pulled back a little bit. You think you knew it all, but you don't. You really, really don't. So let me give you some information. Moon and Sagittarius. Let me give you some information. Let me give you the resources. Let me connect you with the people. Moon and Sag does that all the time. Sag energy does that all the time. Connect people. Let me connect you with people so you can feel your freedom to do what you want to do. This is on Wednesday. So allow people to help you. Allow women to help you. Allow the information to come on Wednesday to change your whole rebellion up from the day prior so you can see exactly why we're going in the direction that we're going into. Does this make sense to everybody? Does this make sense? The moon is sextile in Venus on Wednesday, finding your passion again. So it's all coming back. So on Monday and Tuesday, we are stuck in this. I don't want to work. I don't want to feel. I don't want to move. This just feels weird, but it's Aries season. So I got to do anything. I got to do something, even if it's a mistake. Yeah, possibly. Or pull back and just wait for the change to happen on Wednesday so you can feel better about moving, if that makes sense. Okay. And then the moon, the moon is going up against Jupiter on Wednesday. So it's a question of, okay, well, while we're doing this thing, while we're looking for the resources, utilizing the resources and the people, is that keeping me away from my blessings? Is that keeping me away from my skittles and my joy? Is that really, really keeping me in alignment with spirit? Yes, it is. Even though the moon in Sag wants to go off on a horse to the left, it'll come back around to its blessings. Hold on. On Wednesday, you might not feel that, but it'll come back. Trust me, I'm about to show you. Here's the deal. On Thursday, the moon will be in Sag up until about 5:55 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? Then it's going to go into Capricorn. But before it goes into Capricorn, it's in a great alignment with Saturn. So 2 days prior to that, 3 days prior to that, we didn't want to work. On Thursday, we'll probably kick back into gear. You understand? Work the plan that you have for the people is what I put. But the moon in Sagittarius is going to square Neptune and it's going to square Mercury. This is making me dizzy. It's absolutely making me dizzy right now because I'm just like, what it feels is, again, it's this push and pull. There's the water and the fire. There's the water and the fire. There's the reality of things versus the steadiness of things. So it's like the air is going up against earth and water is going up against fire. And somewhere in the middle, we got to stand and allow ourselves to balance out. Like on that weird ass core thing that you can stand on and you like balancing on it with your leg. I don't know if you ever seen that. You balancing, keeping your body on it, keeping your legs bent a little bit. That's how I feel. We can't go in one direction or the other direction. We got to stay like right in the middle this week. Are y'all hearing me? It's very, very interesting. I don't like that moon comes back around on Wednesday and just wants to stop you from enjoying yourself. And then on Thursday, it's like, nah, let me question spirit. Let me question the imagination. Let me question all the art that's coming around me. Let me question my dreams and where I'm going. And then Thursday is also, let me question what it is that I'm thinking. How's it go? Now, here's the deal. How am I going to plan a certain thing? Sagittarius and Pisces does not get along because the moon and Sag and all these Pisces planets, Neptune and Mercury. Why? Because Sag believes that Pisces energy is too idealistic. Sag wants to be in the moment. Sag wants to be free. Sag wants to be all out, honest in the things, on the adventure, finding the information and being the student and the teacher that it wants to be. Whereas Pisces likes to hover over that shit and say, you know what? Skip me. I'm kicking rocks. I'm going this way because I'd rather stay in my own fantasy world. That is the back and forth on Thursday. Are you going to choose the fantasy for a little while, or are you going to go get that information? I know this doesn't sound like a lot, but I really would pray that y'all come back if you want to revisit this information as the week goes on, because it can save you possibly from driving yourself crazy. As I feel so crazy right now, like dizzy. I just feel dizzy. I've been feeling dizzy for the last couple of days, actually. It's just really weird, but I just, it's just that back and forth. Am I in the right portal? Am I in the right space? I don't know. Don't let me get sucked down too much over here. Oh, let me come back. I need to stand in my power. Okay, let me be open to Neptune and listen to spirit. Oh, but I gotta go because we in the Aries season. It's like weird like that. Are y'all with me? All right. Fuck it. On Friday, the moon squares the sun. Control your impulsive moods. Okay. The moon is going up against the sun. This is the weird ass back and forth. Why? Because the moon will be in Capricorn and the sun is going to be in Aries. And Capricorn energy basically is the grandpa energy. That's that old, again, serious, purposeful energy, climbing up the mountain, so to speak. And Aries like, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna make sure I have it. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna start this and start that. I'm bold enough to receive everything that I want. And where the moon in Capricorn says, no, you got to sit back and plan. You got to work on it. Aries is ready to go. So on Friday is more of that trepidation, that pull, that let me plan. Let me be serious about it. Fuck it. I'm a roll. Let me make sure I'm responsible for everybody. Fuck it. They'll take care of themselves. That's the feeling on Friday. Okay. The ego going up against that emotional response to make sure that everybody is good. And then the ego in Aries is like, yeah, everybody will be fine. I'll be all right. They'll be all right. You understand what I'm saying? So if you feel like you're a little irresponsible, you want to pull back, just make sure that you have other people caring for the person or the situation in which you want to run from and abandon. Whoo, that's what that feels like, spirit. Abandonment on Friday. Abandoning your need and your emotional connection to be not only responsible, but to finish some things. To really, really hone in on how you're going to finish it, how you're going to process information, not just be all, fuck it, I don't care what I want. As an Aries or as Aries energy, I don't care where it goes, I just need to go. Finish it. Be responsible for it. And then be a kid. So utilize your responsibilities on Friday and then be the little kid that you want to be and go have fun. Give yourself both ends, right? But that moon in Capricorn sits right with that Uranus in Taurus on Friday too. So it's all about the change. The change keeps going because remember, Uranus is about change. Saturday, the moon goes into Aquarius. I'm kind of flying through this, I think anyway, as quickly as I can so I can get to the reads, y'all. This is some very, very important information. It's less about irritation this week and more about uncertainty. Uncertainty, whether you should be the bad, big ass wolf, lion, whatever, or you should pull back and still stay connected to your peoples, still stay connected in your prayers. We have to do both. We have to do both. Okay. But if you're not used to doing both, like I said earlier, then you're going to get a rude awakening. We have to do both. On Saturday, when that before 9:00 on the East Coast, the 9:00 Pacific time, PM on the East Coast, the moon will stay in Capricorn. So that means it will sextile Jupiter for a little while. Ooh, so Saturday is that day in which we have a minute. This is the best day of the week, by the way, that we can have a minute to be open to receive all the blessings and the skittles that are coming through, all the opportunities that want to come through. Don't control it though. Do your best not to control it. When you say you are open to receive, do that. Be open to receive and trust that what spirit gives you is the best for your highest good. On Saturday, Mercury sextiles Pluto. There we go. Mercury sextile and Pluto. Remember I said it will come back again, and when we can insert our power, we can insert our power one more time this week. But this, it comes through thoughts. This, it comes through conversations. This, it comes through the actual words. I really, really, really need for you to back up. I don't need for you to call me. I don't need for you to check on me. I really need, that's that thing. Get your power back. Get your power back by saying it, by writing it, by connecting to it, by utilizing the information that can show people, okay, like listen, I get it now. I get this is what you want. I got your message. I got your point. Now let me be as powerful as I can be, is what Mercury, sextile, and Pluto is saying. Speak your truth. Be your truth. Stand your ground. Again, the moon is sextile in Neptune. Stay in the light. Stay in your imagination. Again, Saturday, the moon is conjuncting Pluto. Power, staying in your power. This is the day where you feel like you reclaim. You're going to feel that shit. You're going to reclaim yourself, your status, so to speak, and the things that you need to do on this planet. It's coming back. Whoop. And then the moon, sextile in Mercury. So the moon is sextile in Jupiter. The Mercury is sextile in Pluto. The moon is sextile in Neptune. The moon is conjunct in Pluto. And the moon is sextile in Mercury. This is all on Saturday. So the brain is on one. The plans and the strategy to get what it is that you need to get, and or to be settled in who you are, reclaiming that space, writing notes and correspondence and emails and things to let people know, no, this is the boundary. This is how we're going to work things. Point blank, period. Have a great day. You understand what I'm saying? So the blessings can keep coming. So Neptune can stay on one and spirit can continue to give you the information that you need to give in order to present these limitations and these restrictions and these boundaries that are coming through to you or for you to keep your power, to keep your stance. I hope this makes sense. Move on. So yeah, this is going to be a rewind. Why? Because I said too much. I oftentimes have a way of talking in circles, and please forgive me. It's not purposeful. It's a way in which to bring back the story and the information, and so you can come back and really sit with it. Because we want simple information. We want things to go by fast because we're in that kind of society right now, right? But sometimes, especially in how I teach, and when we go to retreats and when I teach meditations and stuff like that, we have to be present, y'all. I'm sure at least, if not all of y'all, a good 3/4 of y'all right now are doing other things while you're listening to my voice. And I'm not mad at you. I'm not mad at you at all. But what we're learning in this moment in time is that the only way to really, really go through change and the only way to really, really connect with spirit is what this is saying on Saturday for sure, is to be present. You can't get your lessons and thoughts together and figure out. Now listen, and there's some people who say, well, I'm smart enough to do that. I can compartmentalize. You can. I'm not saying that the brain can't go in those particular go in different ways and different areas or whatever, but the spirit needs to digest it a little bit differently. So sometimes I talk like that so you can come back and you can sit and hear the words between the words, because this is a meditative tool. Even though I'm giving you information, what I'm also inviting you to do is to sit back and pause it when you need to pause it, when shit resonates for you, and then let spirit take over and tell you a whole nother half an hour meditation after that. That's what this is for. Sonia's not here to change your life. And I'm no motherfucking guru. I've been saying that for forever. I'm there with you just to give you tidbits of information so you can expound on and make it specific for your journey and for your life. Does that make sense? I hope so. On Sunday, Mercury goes into Aries, out of Pisces and into Aries, straight up and down. Out of Pisces and into Aries. So not only are we going to be Aries energy, again, forthright, moving forward, time to go. It's time to go. Also, we're going to speak like we're Aries. I had just got a little distraction because I heard Aries too is about being jovial as well. On some level, it's not just juvenile, but it's about being jovial. It's about reclaiming as well your happiness, your joy, your ability to, that's a beautiful thought, your ability to feel tickled again. Squirrel, and I'm going to get just a tad bit deep. We just don't, oftentimes we desensitize our bodies, you know, when it comes to being tickled. Now I'm talking physically tickled or just allowing something to get underneath your skin and give you a little pleasure seek. Now here's the deal. I'm not trying to be crass, nor am I trying to be sexual, but what I mean is just that little piece of joy that you feel like when you maybe when women touch their breasts, or when you touch your back, or it's the senses, it's Taurus senses. Like Taurus energy loves the senses. So it's like that. Sometimes we forget the joy. We forget the little tickle. We forget the importance of senses. We forget the necessity to like feel fresh and dewy, almost like that morning kind of grassy dew, that feeling of being alive again, the tickle. The tickle, y'all. Aries brings that. Stay in the tickle and allow the child in you to be invigorated again. Please. That's all I got. That's all I got, because that felt good to me. And I was told to remind you of that because on Sunday too, the moon goes against Uranus. The moon it's in Aquarius, but the moon in Aquarius wants to find Uranus again, wants to find the moon in Aquarius is being rebellious, and it wants to find the new. I'm trying to remind you that the new on Sunday can be sparked, especially with Mercury going into Aries, can be sparked by allowing jovial conversations to come in, allowing understanding, allowing free thought to come in. You understand? We can change our perspective on life and bring joy into our area a little bit more if we remember the child that is in us and we stand firm for the child that lives in us. We create these boundaries, we reclaim our power, and we laugh about it. That's all I got for y'all. That's all I got. Okay, anybody want to give me their time? I'm sorry. Their moon, their rising, and their sun? Okay, Jamie, thank you for being so patient. She was right on with that. She was like, send, bitch, send. Okay, Jamie, Gemini sun, Capricorn moon, and Virgo rising. Gemini sun, Capricorn moon, and Virgo rising. Hi, Yaya. How you doing, honey bun? Why are you saying, What's your thoughts, Gemini? What's so interesting about that, Jamie? About that, oh, mama said life is funny. Laugh about it. Your mother? Yep. It is. Life is a fucking hoot. The problem is we do have to remember that every now and again because we can take it so seriously. We're just here for a minute, y'all, and then we out. Okay, let me go back to Jamie. Jamie's sun and the Capricorn moon, that's what makes me not concerning, but that just jumped out straight away. You know why? Because Gemini and Capricorn is a quincux. It's an irritation, right? Capricorn wants to stay serious, and Gemini is like, fuck that shit. I want to have fun. I want to stay on the surface. Who you are is very superficial, and I don't mean to be disrespectful when I say that. I mean, Gemini energy likes to live their life on the superficial of things. I take things as they come. Give people the benefit of the doubt until you say you show up in a different way, then I'm going, I'm gonna love you and deal with you. And they forgive very quickly. Gemini and Gemini sun does. Very, very communicative, love to negotiate, love to talk shit. And everybody knows that Gemini is dual in that way. Flipping back and forth, loves change. Again, the irritation, the quincux, the challenge is to your moon, right? Because your moon, Jamie, is like, no, I need to be serious. Capricorn moon is very, very serious, very responsible, and oftentimes incredibly pessimistic. And you have to be careful not to slip into any weird ass depressions, right? And I say weird is because the moon and Capricorn depressions are, like I explained once before on here, is like chutes and ladders. Like they plummet very, very quickly, right? And if you're not too careful, although Virgo loves Capricorn, Virgo can bring in the depression oftentimes because you're looking to be perfect. Okay, you're looking to stay settled. The Gemini in you is like, I gives a hell. We can do whatever we need to do. So sometimes you let those earth sign, Jamie, you let the Virgo rise and the Capricorn moon lead the way to make things practical for you, which is a cool way of being. However, when things are not practical and things need to change, the Gemini is like, I'm okay with this. Your emotions may plummet before the Gemini can have a chance to switch shit up and not to get their feelings hurt. I hope that makes sense. And know this, that the Virgo brings it in sometime because it's on your rise. The Virgo will bring it in and say, this is what we need to correct. This is who we need to help. This is what we need to do, and pile on some responsibilities for you, Jamie, before the Gemini can give a fuck about the responsibility. And then all of a sudden abandons them. I hope that makes sense to you, sweetheart. Okay, anybody different? Who's that? Oh, Brittany Wade. You guys are so quiet today. It does. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Brittany, the sun is in Pisces. Thank y'all for the likes and the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Brittany, your sun is in Pisces, your moon's in Sag, and your rising is Aquarius. Oh, that's pretty interesting in the sense that that Pisces sun is being protected. I'm gonna say more so by your rising for sure. That Pisces sun, I mean that Aquarius rising makes you very, very non-confrontational and friendly, right? Approachable, right? But rebellious and really, really independent, which allows the Pisces to kind of be free and do whatever she needs to do. That Sagittarius energy allows you to be free as well, but that Sagittarius energy goes up against that Pisces. So your emotional responses to things can seem a little self-centered at times, a little selfish. And I'm not saying you're a selfish person, but remember, y'all, the moon is your emotional response to things. It's not necessarily who you are. So I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, sweet Pisces, Brittany, but oftentimes if you don't get what you need, what the sun needs, what your core needs, your emotions will respond like, fuck y'all. I'm gonna go and do what I need to do. And then your Aquarius rise is like, yep, and try to have a fight with me. Like, I'm not gonna fight you because I'm gonna be rebellious and I'm gonna do and stay. I'm gonna do what I want, and I'm gonna stay the course for my own individual development. That's that Aquarius rise for sure. I hope that makes sense to you. Oh, you need help this week, sweetheart? Oh, you're good, Brittany. You are good. Don't worry about anything. Because you have the Mars. Why I keep saying that? You have Mars in Aquarius and you have Venus in Aquarius. So, Brittany, do yourself a favor, sweetheart. With that Mars sitting in probably your first house or coming to your first house sooner than soon, work out. And I say work out for sure because Mars is about physical energy. Mars is about physicality. Mars is about motivation and determination. And when it sits in your first house, as it is right now, or will soon be, you need to burn that energy that's coming off. So the help is this: help yourself, Brittany, by getting yourself tired so you can sit back and really think about and intuit what it is that you need to do from here on out. Somehow, some way, oftentimes this is for everybody. Our bodies and our physicality, our health, or the lack of good health can get in the way of how it is we feel and the messages that are coming in. I know that's really obvious, but people don't realize that. You know, they push their bodies and push their bodies, and then they wonder why spirit is not talking to them. They wonder why they haven't seen their grandmothers in their dreams. They wonder why their intuition is off because you keep pushing your body. You got to calm down. You got to slow up. You got to get on one accord, mind, body, and soul. You dig? So for Brittany, I'm asking you, I'm like telling you, you'll be fine, but you have to work out. You got to burn off and prayerfully burn off healthy, like, yeah, I go with that damn word again. Hopefully in a healthy kind of way, because that Mars in the first house can also make you pop off too and be upset. And when Mars is in Aquarius, is in your first house, you'll black out because Aquarius don't like being upset. It doesn't like being upset because it doesn't understand emotions. I know this is a long, drawn out kind of way of saying what I'm saying, but it doesn't like emotions. So the bottom line is that when it does get upset, it goes from 0 to 60. So be careful. Be careful that you work it out, burn it off so you don't blow up for no apparent reason. And then this Pisces in you is like, but I didn't mean it. I love Pisces energy, but I'm going to say this one time only. Y'all are not victims. You are not victims. People are not doing things to you to hurt you. Oftentimes, Pisces energy doesn't like to say a thing because it's passive aggressive, because they don't want people's feelings hurt. Okay. But if you don't say a thing, that means you're not standing your ground and people don't know what you're thinking, what you're feeling, who you are. So when things come at you, Brittany, with this Mars in your first, you understand what I'm saying? Things are coming at you. You can pop off for sure if you're not really paying attention. And you can feel like the victim if you don't say what it is that's on your heart and it's on your mind, and you don't stand up for yourself in a healthy way, not in a way that turns to anger. Do y'all understand this? Again, I love Pisces energy, but we can't put blame on other people for not being as compassionate as you. People are not as compassionate, not as their love is not as unconditional as other people. So they're always looking like, why would you do this to me? Why? Because we on the planet, motherfucker, and people are weird. We on the planet, people are weird, and half the people don't care. So again, Pisces, you can't be a victim for a place that you know that doesn't have your best interest. I'm just saying, you got to create it yourself. And you got to walk away from people who are just heavy-handed when it comes to feelings like that and trying to hurt you. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, I got energy for one more reading. Does somebody else wanna? This week was for me a little hard to run down because again, it's like a feeling more than anything else. And I really, really want to know what y'all feel about this. I'm liking this camera, y'all. People are dropping out, and that's cool because we're almost at an hour. So no one else wants me to read them? Cool. I'm gonna go. I was waiting for some more information, but it's all good. Something just clicked for you? What's that, Tension? Explain yourself. Okay, let me go on with Taz real quick. Taz has, you're welcome, Sam. Oh, I'm so dope. I'm so dope. Yeah, I am so dope. I meant to say I'm so glad, Phoenix, and she put that was so dope. Oh, that Pisces aspect. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, one more person real quick, because I did say I have energy for Taz. So Taz has a Capricorn sun, a Taurus moon, and that Leo rise. Yes. So that Taurus and that Cap goes together real nice, right? Taurus moon, I love Taurus moon. My friend Vaughn has a Taurus moon. I love Taurus moon because they're able to stay kind of balanced, so to speak. The moon is how we emotionally respond to information. And that Taurus moon always responds in like a cool, calm, and collected kind of way. Also, Taurus moon on the flip side can be martyrs. They wear their welcome out. When it's time to go emotionally, you feel like, I'm not going nowhere. These motherfuckers gonna love me. I'm gonna make you love me. That's that moon in Taurus. Yeah, I mean, you can try, but when people's minds are made up, their minds are made up. I'm just saying. And that Capricorn sun knows, like Capricorn and Taurus, all earth signs really, are real traditional and loyal in that way. I kind of feel like they Capricorn especially, is like, no, we said we was gonna be married, we're gonna be married, we're gonna roll with this. And then your moon in Taurus is like, yep, because I'm devoted. But your Leo rise though, chick, Taz, I hope you're a chick. I think you're a chick. Your Leo rise though, she don't have time. She has no time whatsoever. She is really ready to move forward, really ready to take care of any opportunities. Leo rise people and Leo energy for one is very opportunistic. So with your Taurus energy and your Capricorn energy trying to hold you down into some practical shit and make you work hard for yourself, Leo energy is out there trying to get the opportunities to make it easier. But Leo is also a little bit too forthright, a little too gregarious than your practical self. So oftentimes you may embarrass your own self. You may embarrass your own self, but at the same time, it's you getting yourself in the door. That Leo energy says, yeah, you big, you gregarious, but nobody has the courage and the will like you. And if I get you in the door, that Capricorn can follow up with some hard work ethics and some abilities in order to get to the top of the mountain, so to speak. I hope that makes sense. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. I hope all is well in your world. And after 58 minutes and 30 seconds, I pray that all the light finds your heart today. And this week that you find some type of stability and core strength and moving in and out and up and down and all around, trying to find where you really lie. Find your center and know that you're always a source, okay? Protect your power like that. Much love to you. See you soon.